welcome to another awesome episode of Wine, Hops, and Road Stops, shot on location at the Latimer compound, and I am with my lovely wife, Desiree. How are you doing today?
I'm very excited, Jeff.
Yes, today is a very exciting day on the show. We're going to be talking about spirits, and not the spooky ones, right?
Oh.
The drinkable ones, right?
Drinkable ghosts?
Drinkable ghosts. Yes, we're going to talk about spirits, all kinds of spirits. We have an interview with the co-owner of the Blackbird Distillery, which we're going to show you later. And we have some of their product to showcase. Now, I do want to say thank you very much to Clearfield County for sponsoring the show. Check out their Lumberjack tasting trail. There's a ton of great stops on there. And remember, if you like what we do, you can check us out on Facebook, facebook.com/wine, hops, and road stops. And of course, check out our website, which is still under construction. But there are some things there. winehopsandroadstops.com, I promise you. Every day that goes by, I add more stuff to it, and you're going to be able to go through it eventually, see all the shows, and there's a comprehensive list of pretty much everything we drank on the show from the beginning, even before you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a lot of stuff. I'm going through the shows now, and I'm like, ooh, some of those early shows, I drank a lot. So, what's going on with you today?
We have a very busy bar over here.
We
Jeff.
do.
What is going on?
We can't see it. It's just right out of camera frame. We got a bunch of stuff we're going to make today. We're going to, we're just going to make a bunch of different drinks and try them out, and I can't wait. But first, of course, like always, we got to get to the booze news. Desiree, beer prices are going up, and I think you know why. The supply chain issue that affected cars and electronics is now coming for beer. Barley has doubled in cost since 2020, and with the invasion of the Ukraine, the cost of barley will most likely increase even more, since both countries, Russia and the Ukraine, are top suppliers of barley. Between them both, they produce 30% of the barley for the world. So that's one thing. Barley is becoming more expensive, which is going to hurt the little guys a lot.
Well, you know what? There's a plus side to it.
What?
Gas is going up too, so skip the gas, buy the beer, stay home and drink.
Well, let's move on to something I know you're pretty excited about. Mountain Dew is becoming boozy. PepsiCo and the Boston Beer Company officially launched its suite of spiked Mountain Dew beverages, hard Mountain Dew. The official release adds Baja Blast, your favorite, to the lineup, which upon initial announcement last August of the canned beverages only include black cherry, watermelon, and the original Mountain Dew. The drinks are 100 calories and 5% ABV and will be available in 24-ounce single-serving cans and 12 packs of 12-ounce cans. Now, it's only currently available in Florida, Tennessee, and Iowa, but the brand plans to expand to other states this year, including Pennsylvania. Now, here's a little trivia for you. When Mountain Dew was created more than 80 years ago, it was originally intended to be a mixer for alcoholic spirits. Oh. Yeah, you didn't know that, did you?
No, I did not.
I always like to impress the women by my knowledge of booze. My booze knowledge.
There's some irony here about Mountain Dew becoming boozy.
What?
So the place to go after you be all boozed up was Taco Bell.
Yes.
And that was the place to get the Baja Blast.
That's true.
And now it is the booze.
Oh, yeah, see? How about that? You just like kind of skipping. You're skipping like one step just to go and get the Baja Blast.
That's right.
The boozy Baja Blast.
That's right. And some chicken soft tacos.
Oh, well, let me guess. We're going to have, as soon as we can, the boozy Mountain Dew on the show.
Yes.
That's right. The Baja Blast?
Yes.
Okay, all right.
We'll try them all.
Yeah, why not? Why not? So don't go away. There's more Wine Hops and Road Stops coming up after these messages when we go to our road stop out west to see the Blackbird Distillery and talk to one of the owners. Don't go away. There's more Wine Hops and Road Stops coming up. And our road stop today takes us to the Blackbird Distillery, and I am talking with Jennifer, one of the owners. Let's talk a little bit about Blackbird Distillery.
Well, what you would see is we built our own barn right here, and we have our little tasting room with some homemade canned goods and meats and cheeses and stuff that we do here. But obviously the main attraction is our corn whiskey that we make right here from start to finish with no machines. That includes bottling it, labeling it, mashing it.
Blackbird Distillery, and I think I'm correct by saying it's Western Pennsylvania's first legal moonshine distillery, making
Correct.
moonshine the primitive way, you say. What does that actually mean? It's one of your slogans is like because real shine takes time. Can you tell me what that means? Can you describe the process?
Sure. Well, we get corn from a local farmer in Strattonville, Pennsylvania. He brings the corn, and then above our distillery, we have a mash tuns. And a mash tun's like a giant, big stainless steel pot. And my husband puts the corn in there and adds whatever water and stuff, and he mashes it by hand. Then it goes into what's called a fermenter, which is like a giant white funnel. At the bottom of those funnels is a lever. He turns the lever, and through gravity, it's piped down the ceiling, and our stills are on one side of the building on the main floor. Now, obviously, our still is plugged in. You can't have flame here. That would be the actual primitive way, but we have to have electricity. It's against the law to have flame. You can't even have a candle in the building. So we make it all by hand. He mashes it by hand, and then it runs through the still. It comes out anywhere between 170, 180. We have one high test. We call it Blackbird's high test. That currently is like 172. That's straight shine out of the still. Then what we do is we cut it and we make it drinkable. So we make the by hand. We change the proofs every 45th to stick with the authenticity of how real moonshine was made. I'm not sure if you knew this, but in Washington, Pennsylvania, that's where moonshine originated. Then the Whiskey Rebellion happened, and it moved down to the other states. So it did not start in West Virginia, Tennessee, or Kentucky. It actually started in the state of Pennsylvania. So we try to make it like they made it by hand. When they made it years ago, all the proofs were different. They didn't know anything about technology. We didn't have it then. So we change it every 45th to show the art of making it all by hand. I mean, we bottle it by hand. We label it by hand. We even hand dip every single bottle in a crock pot. It's not sophisticated, but it works. We got wax in there. We just hand dip it just like that, all by hand.
So you make it the way it was, as close as possible.
Correct, sir. Yes, we are one of the only ones that make it by hand, with no machines. So that's how they used to make it back in the day. They didn't have mash tuns and stuff. They were out in the woods with flames and stuff. So that's kind of how we try to do it here, all by hand. We have like over 35 flavors here. The latest one is a cream liqueur. It's our iced coffee. So it's our shine with cream and rum. It's called the 727, and it's getting ready to go to some liquor stores in the state of Pennsylvania. We are in some already with some other flavors, but when you're doing this, we started with 9, and then we've kept adding. Well, it's kind of like a liquor store. You go in and you have your favorite one. You like Blackbird's Straight. You like Blackbird's Platinum, which is like a vodka. You like Apple Black. That's one of our signature shines. That's one we first came out with. We have the American, which is like a bourbon. We have lots of regular customers for that. So you really can't get rid of anything because the huge bases that were right off the interstate, the customer base that we have, people would get, upset.
Sure. Yeah. Everyone has their favorite shine, I'm sure. You mentioned the iced coffee cream liqueur. In the next segment of the show, we're going to be trying that out. I really can't wait because anything I can add to my coffee, I'm going to enjoy. And I know my wife is really looking forward to this too. You also sent us, for showcase purposes, the Platinum, which is similar to vodka. We're going to do some different drinks with that, and the Apple Black. Tell me about the Apple Black.
Well, people come in, and that's the first one we talk about. Apple Black's our signature shine. My last name's Black, hence the name Blackbirds. It's moonshine with a natural apple flavor. So it's a higher proof than when we have one called apple pie. That's our shine cut with apple juice. And both apples have a cinnamon stick in it. So this is our signature one. This is extremely popular and people love it. We have lots of bars that they take it and they serve it with Sprite, ginger ale. A lot of people make mixed drinks with our corn whiskey because, it's corn whiskey. It's what it is.
You also, on top of your moonshine, you have smoked meat and cheeses. You have specialty canned pepper mixes. From what I understand, when you use all local ingredients, correct?
Yeah, we get stuff from farm markets. So someone goes to a farm market for us and we do pickles and mustards and stuff like that. It's getting so overwhelming that making all these things that we're now helping some other local businesses that they're bringing stuff in to help them thrive. So some of the stuff we're not making here, but it's also helping our other local small town businesses. We didn't know how this was going to go. We've actually been open 8 years this month. It's hard to believe we've been here for 8 years, but we didn't have any idea. My husband was a welder for the electric company. He worked for in a power plant, and he was a welder. And how this got started was he built a still years and years ago, and that's how it got started. And then in 2011, we took our son to college in Florida, and we stopped at a distillery. And my husband came back, and they were offering distilling licenses. So he immediately wanted to apply. And I said, how about we research it first? So we went to 3 distilleries, one in Florida, one in New York, and one in West Virginia. We're very, very thankful how well this has just taken off, and the amount of support that we've gotten from so many thousands and thousands of customers, literally from all over the states.
Now, I was looking at your website before, and what I really enjoyed about it was there are a lot of cocktail recipes right on your website.
Right. We have a lot of cocktail recipes, and so many, when people come in, we tell them one of the easiest things to do with any bar shine that tastes great, you don't use that flavor, is to cut it with Sprite or ginger ale. You just make a regular drink. Blackbird's Platinum. It's like a vodka. You can mix that with orange juice or, again, Sprite and ginger ale. But a lot of people, they've gotten their system down. That they love the drinks. People come in and they tell us the cocktails they make. It's amazing.
Now, if someone wanted to visit, you're open every day?
But Christmas.
Any kind of special events that you're going to be doing in the summer?
Yeah, just watch our Facebook page. We're going to have food trucks. We invite them up here. We don't charge them. We're going to be having chainsaw carvings. We had our first one in November, which was absolutely fabulous. And they're struggling. These type of independent businesses that go to these festivals are struggling. We said, bring your crew. They offered to pay. I'm like, no, you do it for free. That's what you're supposed to do for each other. So they came and they carved for a whole weekend. It was crazy. The people, It was amazing. And they enjoyed it. And we'll have food trucks. We're going to have a taco truck. It's kind of hard too when we want to get something different so we don't pull away from small businesses in our little town that are little restaurants. You know what I mean?
Sure.
So try to have something that's not competing,
Yeah. So there's a lot to look forward to as we get out of the winter into the spring and summer at Blackbird Distillery.
Just remember, Blackbird Distillery, real shine takes time. And I will tell you this, we have chocolate strawberry, chocolate banana, orange cream, sickle, peach, pineapple, banana, lemon drop, root beer, black cherry, blueberry, blackberry, strawberry, pumpkin spice, salt of almond, caramel apple, peanut butter, 3 727s. There's orange cream, sickle, apple dumpling, iced coffee, and coconut. Blackbird's Platinum. We have a sour mash in the American, and we have a few American 120s. That's bourbon. It's been aged for, it's like a bourbon. It's been aged for over a year. How's that cover it?
Covered everything.
Blackbird Distillery would like to thank the Wine, Hops, and Road Stops for inviting us to do this segment. We're very appreciative that you're doing and helping local small businesses.
Jennifer, thank you very much. I can't wait to the next segment where we get to try some of this stuff. We got Platinum, we got the iced coffee, cream liqueur, and the apple black. So don't go away. There's more Wine, Hops, and Road Stops coming up, and we're going to try some good stuff.
Visit Clearfield County and enjoy the many flavors offered throughout their Lumberjack tasting trail. That includes a variety of breweries, distilleries, and wineries.
Sponsored by visitclearfieldcounty.org.
That's visitclearfieldcounty.org.
Visit all 16 locations and enjoy free tasting or purchase their Lumberjack special.
Don't forget to get your passport stamped at each location and earn your free t-shirt or hat for completing this wicked awesome trail.
Go to visitclearfieldcounty.org for more information.
That's visitclearfieldcounty.org.
Blackbird Distillery handcrafts real corn whiskey from start to finish. Over 30 flavors of moonshine, plus enjoy specialty canned goods, homemade meats, and cheeses. They're open 7 days a week right off of Exit 78 in Brookville. Real shine takes time at Blackbird Distillery. Welcome back to Wine, Hops, and Road Stop show on location deep within the Latimer compound. I'm with my best friend and wife and co-host Desiree. I know she's the person you guys want to talk to whenever we go out, and it was proven last week when no one wanted to talk to me. They all wanted to talk to her because
I'm the beer wife.
You're the beer wife, and I'm the beer guy.
I was given that title last weekend, and I love it.
Yeah, we went out last weekend with our friends to celebrate Aaron Summerdeck getting into college, one of our friend's sons. And so we went out, took him out, went to an undisclosed place, we'll say, because I want to talk about something that happened when we were out there a little bit later, other than people walking up to him and saying, hey, you're the beer guy, and you're the beer wife. And I was like, I guess I am the beer guy. That's fine. And we're also the wine guy today. We're the spirits couple. How's that?
That sounds good.
Yes, because in front of us we have some moonshine. Like you saw in the last segment, we talked to Jennifer from Blackbird Distillery, and we're going to showcase some of their drinks. The first one we got here is the Apple Black, a natural green apple flavor from their straight corn whiskey. They say it's delicious on ice, or like they say, on the rocks. It's a perfect cocktail with any apple beverage, ginger ale. So we got some ginger ale here. Let's crack this open, and what do you think? 1 or 2 shots in this? What are you going for? 2? Yeah, we'll go for 2. Why not? Okay. Could smell it.
I like that cinnamon stick at the bottom of the bottle there.
Oh, yeah. She said they put a cinnamon stick in their apple black, and I believe their apple moonshine. Just kind of adds to the flavor. So, you know what? We don't need that. 1 for me, 1 for you. It was really nice talking to her, and they're very knowledgeable about all this stuff. And honestly, just like we talked about when we did the whole show on wine a couple weeks ago, we don't really know much about moonshine. I don't know much about the distilling process at all. So it was really nice to talk to them and anyone that does any kind of distilling like that, because you know, I'm always learning stuff. You know, I know a little bit about beer, but that's about it. Okay, we're just gonna add a little bit of ginger ale to this. So half a can each. So let's try it out. You think we made it too strong? I don't know. Well, should.
No such thing.
I can smell the apple.
Yeah, and the cinnamon.
You know what? I'm gonna have to say I think I made it perfectly.
I think you did.
Just enough moonshine in it. Half a can of ginger ale. You know, you got a can of ginger ale, 2 shots each, and you got yourself a nice drink.
That's good.
This, the cinnamon is just enough. Doesn't like you know, destroy the apple taste. There's a lot of apple flavor to this. And the ginger ale just makes it perfect. And I just want to keep on drinking this.
This is so good.
I also have to do a shout out. These glasses we're drinking out of right here, these were wedding gifts from our good friends Joe and Maureen Summernack when we got married back in 2016. So that's what we're drinking some apple black out of that.
Wow.
I'd say that's a very good fall drink. Mm-hmm. Definitely drink it in the fall. Mm-hmm. Actually, drink it any time, but yeah, it'd be really nice in the fall. So next up, let's go with the Platinum. So this one is similar to vodka, basically. It's made through a charcoal filter. It mixes well with pretty much anything they say. I want to try something a little different. I want to make a mule. And also because, if you remember, a few seasons ago, I asked a question, is it actually a mule if it's not made in one of these cups? We were out at dinner with your parents one night, and I was served what they said was a mule, but it wasn't in a cup. It was in a regular Collins glass, I think. I want to say at the restaurant that served me that a few years ago, they've redeemed themselves. As you can see by the picture I'm showing right now, the other night when we were out, I ordered a mule, and they served me one in the proper cup.
You think you had something to do with that, maybe?
No, I don't think so. I don't know. Maybe. No, I doubt it. And we have a bottle of ginger beer that we're going to add to this, and some lime juice.
Jeffrey's trying to get me intoxicated today.
Well, we'll sit around and watch trash TV for the rest of the night.
Yeah.
90 Day Fiancé, right?
And sip on our mules. That's right.
Oh, boy. Okay, so next up, ginger beer. Mm-hmm. I'm not even going to try to open it with this. It's the opener. Thank you again, Kendra, for buying this for me, but it doesn't really work. I'll give it a shot again. How about that? Woo! It did work. Always proving me wrong. All right. Okay, and a splash of lime. Now, you should have an actual lime, but...
We used them all. We drink a lot of gin in this house, so... We're out of limes.
There we go. Here you go, dear.
Alrighty. Now, I really don't think I've ever actually had one,
Oh,
so
yeah. You're going to enjoy it.
I think so.
Yeah, it tastes like a mule. This does really good mules there. If you're looking for something just a little bit different and you don't want to buy vodka because of the whole Russian thing going on, right here.
I like this.
Blackbird.
It doesn't have the same burn as vodka, so
Right. It's
I
nice.
like that.
It's nice. So this is the first time you had a mule. What do you think?
Yeah.
The cup, you know, because of how it's lined and stuff, it gets it really super cold.
Is that the secret?
Yeah, and the ginger beer adds a little bit of burn to it.
Yeah.
A little spiciness. I know you like ginger, so.
Yeah, and at that place that we were the other day, I was the driver, so I didn't drink, but they had a really good non-alcoholic drink, and it was ginger beer, pineapple, and cherry, I think.
Yeah.
So good.
Yeah, there you go. Last on the list is their brand new iced coffee cream liqueur.
Ooh.
She talked a little bit about this in the interview. She said it's fine, just right over ice, so you know what? Right over ice.
Oh, wow.
Why not, right?
Yeah. And I'll let you know how it is when I pour it in my coffee in the morning.
There you go. Yeah. Let's try this out.
All right.
She's absolutely right. It is perfect over ice. You don't need it to put in a coffee. This is great. You know who would like this? The dude would like this. Mr. Lebowski.
I am blown away. This is delicious.
It's almost gone. It's almost, that's really good. So far, A+ for everything from the Blackbird Distillery. This stuff's been great. We're gonna take a break. We're gonna come back with the drink of the week from the Jack-Azz Distillery, another great distillery. So don't go away. There's more Wine Hops and Road Stops coming up after this. That's pretty much it for this episode of Wine, Hops, and Road Stops. If you like what we do, of course, facebook.com/Wine, Hops, and Road Stops. Join the group. Talk about what you like. But before we go, a couple things got to mention. Thank you again to Clearfield County's Visitors Bureau and their Lumberjack Tasting Trail. Thank you to Blackbird Distillery for coming on, and we're showcasing their stuff. And of course, another sponsor of ours, Jack-Azz Distillery, and their drink of the week. This week, their drink of the week is their lemon meringue pie. If you want to check out that drink recipe, of course, go to WYLNTV.com. Every week we put up the Good News Bulletin, and we feature drink of the week in the Good News Bulletin, and we also deliver it to various businesses across northeastern Pennsylvania. Well, hey, life's too short to drink bad distilled spirits.
And mules not in copper cups.
That is very true. So drink a mule in a copper cup. Drink a good one. We'll see you next time on Wine Hops and Road Stops.